parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god.
The Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live. It threatens the gods.
Ah. Tiens. Mystra est là, justement.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. Tell me, what curiosities have you and your companions discovered within the walls of this esteemed emporium?
Elles se sont révélées fort instructives. Vous ne serez pas surpris de voir Gaël en vie, bien portant.
I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Kassos' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mystra asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mystra knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mystra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
Et ben voilà. Vous devriez aller la voir, Gaël. Elle pourrait peut-être nous aider.
I'm curious enough to make the attempt. All right. An audience with the mother of magic, it is.
Perhaps. Perhaps that should have been your mission right from the start. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mystra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
Mystra's likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Well, go on then. It's rude to keep a goddess waiting.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
Non, de vous aventure vous-même quand même. Je ne pense pas que... Vous êtes prêt, Gaël?
Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
Non, non, s'auprès d'une déesse n'est pas ce qui fait en tête de l'histoire, oui, ça c'est sûr. Qu'est-ce que ça peut vous faire, ce qu'elle pense de vous? Savez-vous ce que vous allez lui dire?
During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
Quoi? Je ne viens pas avec vous?
The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone.
Dites-lui que la couronne sera bientôt à nous, histoire qu'elle panique un peu. Ne lui lâchez rien, contentez-vous de découvrir ce qu'elle a à vous dire. Ne devriez pas aller la voir. Demandez son pardon, Gale. C'est peut-être votre seul espoir de guérir l'orbe.
Mistra's forgiveness? If you want me to claim the crown of Carcer, she'll hardly be in a forgiving mood after that. I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3 dragon ante.
Ah, dis-moi que je peux le
I'll let Mystra
persuader.
show her flight. And then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit.
Dis-moi que je peux le
I'll only
persuader.
be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Par pitié. Oh putain. Quel abruti. J'aurais jamais dû lui dire oui pour sa couronne. Ah, on va quand même assister à la scène. Bon.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
You look well. Il a des bleus partout.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Carcer. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Carcite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Carcer ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Carcer reforged, I could take control of the Carcite weave.
You can no more control the Carcite weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Carcer to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw it. After all this time.
Ah, comment vous sentez-vous maintenant que vous l'avez vu?
Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
Sans vous négliger ceci, parce que nous sommes décomportés comme un idiot et que vous en payez le prix. Putain, c'est pas votre faute, vous n'étiez pas censé savoir.
But I should have known. What right had I to go about declaring myself an archmage when I was as foolish as a common apprentice in setting such an entity loose? At least now I'm armed with the truth. And Mystra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus.
Il faut saisir l'occasion, vous méritez d'être guéri, Gale. Présenté comme cela, ça a l'air presque facile. Oui, la rédemption avec la trame de capacité et la couronne, vous pourriez devenir un dieu. Alors il faut saisir l'occasion, vous méritez d'être guéri, Gale.
Thank you. There aren't many I'd trust to stand beside me on such a journey. Fewer still who would do so because they believed I deserved such a chance. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an elder brain to get to. Shall we?
La part du diable. Ce serait vraiment trop drôle que le truc de Raphaël soit ici. C'est quoi la part du diable? C'est...
That's curious.
Sur un galmet de vin rouge sang, soudain il vous sourit, c'est pas utile qu'il vous voit. Corne de monstre.
Imitation horns, but barely distinguishable from the real thing.
What's next? I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio is a... Oh, it's you.
Moi, elle me connaît.
Your little scroot of a friend left this on my floor the last time you visited.
Ah oui. Le
I
fameux chapeau.
presume you have returned to re-engage my services.
Rappelez-moi d'où on se connaît tout à fait. J'attends que vous me... encore vous. Rappelez-moi d'où on se connaît déjà.
You forgot what we did? I find that hard to believe. But if you speak truth, perhaps I could jog that lazy memory of yours.
Allez-y, éclairez-moi.
You seek answers. Lord Mammon seeks coin. I will happily mediate. Make me an offer.
Les commerçants offrent généralement un échantillon gratuit. Effectivement. Allez, donne-moi mes infos.
The first hit's free, eh? My, you have changed. Fine, just this once. You stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. My business is not information, nor hellish curios. Not really. I break people into the hells. That's my thing. I opened a portal for you and Lord Gortash.
Et le seigneur Gortash. Et on est allé chercher ensemble ce truc. Qu'est-ce qu'on est allé faire en enfer? Raphaël m'a appris que Gortash avait dérobé la couronne de Cartus à Méphistophélès. Étiez-vous dans le coup?
Raphaël. That sounds vaguely familiar, but I have a terrible memory for names. The only thing that jogs it is coin.
Une pièce d'or pouilleux.
Oh, come now. Don't be miserly.
100 pièces d'or.
I mean, I suppose that'll do. Stingy bastard. Yes, you are quite correct. The crown of Karsus left the vault, and an opportunity opened for a devil named Raphael. His house of hope is furnished with a great deal of treasures, many related to Cessus. But alas, he lacks the crown itself. He's rather ambitious. One can only wonder what he has planned for the crown. The answers to that can probably be found within his house.
Then perhaps we should drop by and surprise Raphael. It'd make a nice change.
Pouvez-vous m'aider à m'introduire dans la demeure de l'espoir?
So keen to return to the Hells. Well, I suppose it's warm this time of year. Very well. If you wish to die in Avernus, that's your business. Mine is charging you for it. Of course, such a task will require quite the substantial donation to Lord Mammon's coffers.
Ah ouais, mais 20 000...
Such a task would be tantamount to suicide. Do not even entertain it.
Non mais de toute façon c'est trop cher, c'est absolument hors de question. Faites-moi ça gratuitement et je vous offre un artefact de Raphaël que vous pourrez ajouter à votre collection. Non, je garde tout pour moi. Je vous ai déjà trouvé, vous cherchez à m'arnaquer.
Correction, dear. Lord Mammon is ripping you off. It's sort of his thing.
C'est une sacrée somme, j'ai besoin de... je n'ai pas cette somme pour moi.
Then get out of my sight. And
C'est tout ce que t'as? T'as pas de...
how may I be of further
C'est
assistance?
le bon truc je veux dire, voilà oui. Ah voilà, teinture grenade là. Voilà. Cobalt. Pêche abricot. Rose bonbon et jaune moutarde. Oh mon dieu, ça doit être ignoble. Bordeaux éclatant. Oh! Alors, un sort mineur prenant pour si vos adversaires, vos alliés peuvent toucher une cible de plus, même si peut être choisi 2 fois. Oh!
Spent a lot of time in this park as a boy, battling imaginary monsters.
Park's no place for a stroll anymore. More likely to find a muggin than a picnic these days.
Un vrai coup-de-gorge. Ah! Une servante de l'absolu! Merde!
Or perhaps you'll find something bloodier. The Absolute warriors are at work, just beyond here. You'd be wise to not interfere, brother.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe dans ce parc?
Nothing's going on. And even if there was something, you'd be wise to ignore it. Absolute's business. Got it? Now be off. You'll attract attention. In her name.
The fuck? Bah non, je...
Baldur, the city's founder, gazes out to sea.
I'm sorry for Wendell. He does get a touch, over effusive about our...
Là! Lui là, tête de mort de balle. Saloperie d'enflure de conneries. Quoi? C'est tout ce qu'il fait comme point de dégâts ce truc? Ah putain, pour un ange, je m'attendais à beaucoup mieux que ça. Voilà, plus comme ça. Merde, il y en a d'autres. Que ce meurtre soit un bon sacrement. Ah, c'est juste des serviteurs de Baal, ces saloperies. Hop, hop. Attends, je crois qu'il a... Ouais, il a tout dépensé pour être là. Il a tout dépensé pour être là, donc... The fuck? Bah l'autre... Ah bah il a foutu le camp l'autre. C'est quoi ce délire? Ils ont buté... C'était leur cible. Merde. Ah ouais bah là je pouvais strictement rien faire là. Ah attends, il y a des... Voilà. D'accord, mais en fait c'est complètement de mèche les trucs, c'est des salopards. Oh. Si c'est lui qui arrive à attaquer, franchement, je vous plains les gars, parce qu'entre l'ange et le démon, il n'y en a aucun qui va faire mieux que le diablotin quoi. En gros c'est ça que vous me dites. Impossible de trouver un chemin. T'es pire qu'un GPS toi. Voilà, je veux pas dire mais bon. Il a fait beaucoup plus de dégâts que vous tous hein. Oh. Pas très inquiète. Non mais... T'es sérieux? Putain, les attaques d'opportunité, ça existe? Ah non, et oh, ils veulent tuer les gens. Oh, oh, oh. Je sais que c'était votre but à la base, mais quand même. Vous allez vous calmer, mais alors, mais tout de suite. On ne tue pas les gens. Non mais... Dis donc. Bah...
Keep out of this, Captain. Do not forget who you serve.
Of course, I just
Ah
thought
oui,
you might
c'est ça
need
qui nous a dit.
assistance.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. The fist has a tadpole, but something's off.
Not I. We. And we do not serve.
Defective. Very well. Another offering to Baal.
Oh, il nous emmerde, balle. Mon dieu. Un vrai trou. Ceux qui ont la blague, bravo. Alors. Ouais, voilà, il y a du coup... bah, il est temps de venir, tiens, c'est quand il y a eu un mort. J'avais oublié celui-là. Ah, ils vont tuer. Ah non! Ouais, heureusement que là, il bloque bien, Starion. Voilà.
Battle favors the fearless. No time to waste.
Alors, marche pas comme ça. Non, c'est une énergie introduite dans l'entour d'une créature pour lui infliger de terribles dégâts. Elle a toutes les cibles proches. Ah oui, et pas qu'un peu, quoi. D'accord. Le flétrissement. Ouais, non, on va éviter. Ça l'a envoyé à l'autre bout. Il a pas aimé. Non! Saloperie! Elle a tué la dame! Méchant, pas beau, vilain, sectaire! Qu'est-ce que j'ai? J'ai vu truc de meurtre? Je sais pas, j'ai du mal à voir. T'as pas une attends. Ah, retour à la vie. Ah si, c'est un joueur jouable. Ah ouais, non. On va se rater du coup. Pourquoi je lui fais qu'un point de dégâts? Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce délire? Ah voilà, merci. Elle devait avoir un bouclier, je sais pas, j'ai mal vu. Vous arrivez un peu tard les gars, hein. Il y a eu 2 morts à cause de vous. Enfin, 2 morts innocents. Il est pas mort, non mais je rêve. Mais là encore une fois, qu'est-ce que c'est que ce délire? Pourquoi je lui ai fait qu'un point de dégâts?
One day I'll catch a break.
Et là, je lui en fais plus. Qu'est-ce que... Je comprends pas. Peut-être qu'au niveau des armes de corps à corps, ça passe pas. J'en sais rien.
Quick! Must be quick. This mind is small, fragile. Listen now.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Attends. Il faut faire vivre cet esprit petit, fragile, écoute. Attends, je vous écoute.
You know us. Absolute will. Absolute power. Not much time left. This mind cannot bear us. Turns to liquid. Listen close. We learn. We grow. Loosen our
Ah, c'est le cerveau.
Aid us. Necromancer dead. Changeling and tyrant remain at odds. Kill them. You have a place in my grand design.
Hells. The brain can seize infected minds. What other powers will it manifest?
What happened? Why do I taste copper?
One come all.